Good morning. We are entering the Shennies. So we need to fill out a permit right here. Let's see here. So Chloe, why do you think these things are here? I mean, we've got these seats.
I think it's the government making up for this.
These are quite comfortable. But yeah, it's a random place for these seats.
One moment.
Oh, my back just cracked. Oh, it felt good. We're headed northbound up to Calf Mountain Shelter. This is our second road crossing in the Shenandoah. Wasn't a lot to see in that first section other than some communication and radio towers. Let's see, Beagle Gap. I know we saw a group of 3 younger boys earlier today that were doing a section hike. All right, my daughter and I are gonna call it a day and we're gonna stay at the Calf Mountain Shelter. It is early, but it's very, very warm today and we're kind of feeling zapped of energy. So we just made a decision to go ahead and stay at this shelter tonight and get some really good sleep. You know, I got some good sleep on my 0 day, but we were busy with, you know, washing clothes and retreating gear and had to make a run to the store. So it was like we were not really resting all day. Chloe, what are you wearing?
Oh, this?
Yeah, what
it's actually a sneak peek of what I'll be releasing next year.
Yeah.
See, what's really cool about it is that it has 2 purposes. So you can use it to wipe your snot and your sweat and everything.
So those are buffs.
These are buffs. Yep, these are 2 buffs. And I hook them onto my shirt. And you can get them wet.
Yeah.
So I'm really sunburnt. That's why I'm doing it. But even if you're really hot in the summer sun, you can just get a little splash on it, and you have yourself some airable action here.
Good morning. We're about 2 miles north of the Calf Mountain Shelter, a little bit over 2 miles, and man, it feels great out. It got up. Another hiker has a thermometer on and he said it was up to 88 degrees yesterday, and I think that's why we were just kind of slow going, but we're moving pretty fast this morning and man, it feels great. We were supposed to get some rain, but no rain in sight. How are you feeling, Chloe?
Like a new woman.
We slept very good last night, and I'll tell you what, it was good for the soul to share the shelter with some other hikers for the first time because, as many of you know, I went several miles and I didn't see anybody on trail. It is about 7:30 a.m. and we just left the Black Rock shelter about a mile back, trying to beat the rain or get to a picnic area because we're supposed to get 70% chance of rain and we're prepared, but we didn't have breakfast yet, so we were gonna kind of hike a little bit and then have breakfast. This is really pretty through here. This is giving me Colorado vibes. Wow. Beautiful. Rain today, and then after that, 5 days of sunshine. It has cooled down, which has made it nice, but wow, this is beautiful. There haven't been many views the first, I don't know, 20 plus miles in Shenandoah. Not any long range views. This is the first long range view we've seen. It's beautiful here. That wind's kicking up though. Woo. Can you open that privy door? All right, it is freezing rain, like literally freezing rain. We just washed all the dishes in the spigot out there in the parking lot, and we are inside the privy because it's that cold. So yeah, this is disgusting, but this is the reality of the AT. As much as I hate privies, I can't even believe I'm in here with my stuff. But it is freezing cold rain. How are you feeling, Chloe?
Freezing. Good afternoon. This is your weather forecaster, Prickleberry. We are currently standing somewhere in the Appalachian Trail in Virginia, in the Shennies, and it is currently hailing cats and dogs.
Yeah, hail.
Yeah, hail.
And we're laughing and smiling.
It's actually really fun. Get out and come dance in the hail with us. This weather report is brought to you by Six Moon Designs, Smart Water, and Jif Peanut Butter. Not Jiffy Lube. All right, you're back here with Prickleberry live news updates. It is currently snowing on top of Bear Country Mountain, whatever. Is that the name of
it? Loft Mountain Campground.
Look.
It's snowing. We are at the Loft Mountain Amphitheater right now, just hanging out, trying to stay dry for a minute. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but this, I believe it's the Poccasin cabin, and this cabin is available for rent, apparently. But through hikers can come down here and get water. There's a privy there. Lots of daffodils planted everywhere. All right, we're gonna head on. Very cute. Oh, firewood. Okay. This is really cool. I wonder how much it is to rent this. That's cute. All right, we're walking into the Bareface Mountain Hut shelter. It's about 0.3 miles off the AT down a horse trail. We've been hiking since Pine Nut, so going on 20 miles. Oh, wow, Chloe. I thought that there would be other people here, and there are not. So I think we should sleep in the shelter tonight. That looks nice. Yeah, I'm going to sleep in the shelter. All right, so it is Easter, and it is the 10th. And my friend Ultra, who I'm trying to catch up to, stayed here last night. Had a great night here last night. Thank you to the volunteers who maintain this. This is a really nice shelter, by the way. It is very, very clean. This is probably the cleanest shelter I've seen. Would you agree, Chloe? Yeah. It's pretty clean. Yeah, so we're not going to set up the tent tonight. We're just going to sleep in here. This looks good. Perfect. Woohoo! Get over here. Not in the privy. All right, it's about 9 o'clock. We're gonna have breakfast. We're pretty much packed up. And we've got about 7.5 miles before the Big Meadows Wayside, and then we'll maybe stop there. I don't know if I know they're open at 11. We slept okay last night, but we got visited by mice pretty early on. So we set up the tent inside the shelter and slept in it because the mice were crawling out of the cracks, and they were crawling up here on the top level. So we just brought all our stuff inside the tent. But yeah, just waiting for some water to boil and get our bellies full and then head on out. So see you further on up the trail. All right, we're about 3 miles from Big Meadows, and just walking along the green corridor, except the buds on the trees here in the higher elevations are not blooming quite yet. So this is pretty much what it's been looking like for the past couple days. Still no wildlife that we've seen, and yeah, definitely when you get in the lower elevations in the valley, there's a lot more color. But right now, because we're up a little bit higher, this is about it. Loving the terrain though. It's soft on the feet, and you can definitely pump out some miles. I would say that had I realized how easy this terrain was, this is a really good place to start for a flip-flop through hike. Heading northbound, it's a good section to get your trail legs. Chloe's with me. She's been doing really well. All right, see you further on up the trail. All right, we took the Blue Blaze up to Big Meadows. Apparently the Wayside is open, and if we can get some lunch, like a hot sandwich, I think we're going to. So this is the biggest Wayside in Shenandoah. There's another horse trail right there. I wonder if that would go back down to the AT versus. I see why they call it Big Meadows. Though we have not seen any wildlife anywhere. All right, finally got some views today out to the north there. We just left the Big Meadows Wayside. The restaurant was not open. So we just got some coffee and juice and a little snack, and we're heading on up the trail. The Wayside was busy though, but the restaurant's not open. I think they said that there's another one open further north in the park, but it was nice to just stop and sit down and empty our trash out and use the bathrooms and wash our hands. But it has been perfect hiking weather. It was cold this morning. It was in the low 30s. And I'm not sure what the temp is now. I think low 60s, if even that. So it has felt really, really good. Still no wildlife. We ran into, we sat down with another flip-flop through hiker, 100% is his name, and he was showing us a video of a deer that came up to him along the side of the trail, but he hasn't really seen much wildlife either. So, all right, see you further on up the trail. Hope y'all are having a great day, and thank you for continuing to watch. I was hoping to get some more content with some great views on it, but we just haven't had any the past few days. At least on the AT. I know on Skyline Drive there's a lot of views, but we've just kind of been seeing the same thing. But that's okay. We've been enjoying the easier terrain. We've been walking along the back side of Big Meadows campground for about a half a mile. I would say they're about 25% full. And I'm not sure if they're full hookup or not. I really don't know, but they look like really nice sites. Like there's one over there, has its own bear box. Really pretty through here. I will have to say though, not a lot of water. You know, we've, at the shelter we stayed at last night, there was a spring, but it was not flowing that well. It was more like a puddle. And the next one that we're coming up on, there's a spring there as well. So I'm curious to see, you know, if it's flowing well or not. But the park itself has been, you know, it's just really dry. So we definitely need some rain here. Not that I enjoy hiking in the rain, but they really need rain. Coming up on Fisher's Gap Overlook. That's a beautiful view. We haven't had a view like that in a couple of days. Lots of prickleberries. Hence Chloe's name, Prickleberry.
That's right.
Because she likes to run into these things.
Respect the name.
There you go, Chloe. There's your namesake.
Well, they've stayed away.
I'm going to be honest with you. This has pretty much been the view of Shenandoah. And I know probably in a couple weeks it'll green up in these higher elevations, but you know, this has been the view. We did see, you know, I will say you don't come out in as or on as many overlooks as you do on the Blue Ridge Parkway. But even so, I mean, the overlooks are, you know, typical to what you have seen on the Blue Ridge Parkway if you're hiking northbound. Honestly, I think for this section, I was looking forward to more wildlife, and I don't know if it's because it's just too early. But we just haven't seen, you know, any wildlife. But we are making good time with our mileage because the terrain is fairly easy.
To me. Stretching.
Pretty view. All right, this is the trail for real. That's a beautiful view. You ready for this, Chloe?
Absolutely. Something exciting.
Are you gonna go first?
I am.
Okay, be careful. So that was a little bit more challenging than we've been used to, which was, we actually enjoyed it. We were gonna stay at the shelter, but we just decided to head on and try to get in some more miles because it was early. And so we filled up on all of our water. So our backpacks are a little bit heavier because all the bladders are full, but we've got plenty of water for tonight and tomorrow. Really pretty through here. Thank you for making us hot chocolate and tea.
It's the least I could do.